Seriously, folks, if you got any Yearn Finance, you got to see this episode.
Today for the Bitcoin price with Davinci J15. Are you holding any Bitcoin, Ethereum, YFI, Yearn Finance or any other DeFi altcoins? This episode is for you, because what the heck is going on with Yearn Finance breaking 40,000 US dollars? People are asking, are we going to reach 100,000 US dollars per token? Well, we will be talking about that. We will be also talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are right now in decision mode. And we will be talking about whether we are expecting a massive meteoric rise towards the upside, towards our specific price level here, or whether we will face another rejection and a shakeout towards the downside. Make sure you stay here until the very end of the video. We have timestamps down below, so make sure you watch it until the very end. You scroll down and you also, very importantly, smash up the like button to a new all-time high, because this is an urgent special episode with Davinci on a Sunday. If you want more of that, smash up the like button, press subscribe, press the bell, press on all. And with that being said, finally, I want to come to the most important question of today. Davinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the pipe, 5 by 5, man. How you doing over there in Thailand?
I am doing very well. It is my last day. I will say goodbye to this amazing villa here today. Leave Koh Phangan. I will be going to Dubai. Everyone watching from Dubai, you can hit me up on Instagram at MMCrypto. If you are a cool person, would be nice to meet up. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I will be coming back to Thailand as soon as possible. How are you doing, Davinci? Here it's like 10 a.m., 10 p.m. in Chile. I'm very happy that you are coming back to us with this emergency episode before we are pulling up the charts.
All right, let's pull up the charts right now, because I'm doing great. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We've got Bitcoin moving in the right direction. That's up, because we're all moon boys here. We only want to see prices go higher.
Exactly.
Right? We don't want to see them go down, although that does give us a buying opportunity. We would prefer to see some higher prices. Anyways, right now you can see the weekly, right? At least we're not going to close in the red here. That's always a good thing. Maybe we'll turn this weekly into a fork, put a fork in it, you're done, and then off we go. Looks like a fork to me. What do you think?
Yes.
Those closes are pretty close together, right? I mean, those wicks, right? Those are pretty close together. So I think maybe this could be counted as a fork, and that means if we move above the wick, whatever wick that this produces, when we close tomorrow, we move above that wick. That's a positive sign for us to go a lot higher. So looking forward to that. No guarantees from the management. We could always just
That's the sad part about Bitcoin, right? It tends to surprise us.
Exactly. Bitcoin's always up for surprises. So don't be surprised if we do one final FU move, at least to break these candle-bodied moves. I wouldn't be surprised if we do one final FU move right around the 10,100 level, and then off we go. If we're not going to bother filling the gap, there has to be one FU move left. All right. So with that said, let's take a look at the shorter time frame. We have not broken decisively on a daily above the 10,444 level just yet. It's just disgusting, man. I mean, come on, people. Like, really? What's wrong with you, Bitcoin?
Yeah, the time will come. So we need a daily close above that level. I guess that would be a good thing. That's at least what I would be looking out for.
Yeah, a 4 hour would do right now, actually.
Wow, that's desperate.
Yeah, a 4 hour close would be just perfect right about now. Because as you can see here on the 4 hour, we're just like, rejected, almost rejected here. So yeah, we just need to close a 4 hour at this point above the 10,444 with a little bit of volume, of course, right? We gotta have some confirmation volume so that we know that this thing is going to go. It doesn't have to all the time have volume, but it just gives us the extra, this is gonna work out, right? Kind of deal. All right. With that said, wow. I'm hoping that we don't go down to the gap, right? Anything's possible. I'm hoping that I'm right. That we'll get an FU move, right? Because I didn't get into this trade, right? I want to get into this trade, and so if we get an FU move, I'm going to probably be in it. But only if that happens, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go on to Ethereum, right? I want to talk quickly about my token, which I'm very impressed with how much you guys purchased so far. You pumped the price up to $14 when it started out at $8, and if we go over to the Ethereum price, it started at 0.02. So I'm sure some people have purchased this at that price, and you're going to get doubles. Again, I kept all the liquidity in this asset. I'm using my own money, even though it's there, and I will be taking it out only when I need it, right? So if I need to, if I need to pay some bills, as an emergency bill, I might take that out. But because that's what you're paying for, kind of like you're helping me out with my YouTube channel, right? So I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to continue helping me out, that'd be great. But I'm not gonna sell any more coins other than what's here, and I'm gonna probably burn the rest of the coins that I have. I'm gonna fill out the forms in order for us to get the proper icon, and this will be our icon for the
wow.
Davinci J.
Hey man, that looks great.
Yes, I hope you like it.
That looks amazing. Yeah, I'm
so,
pumped. I'm holding some
one
myself. By the way, guys, we always have the links for this stuff in the pinned comment down below. It is a video how to buy the token, and like the website, there's a smart contract, everything will be found in that video. So make sure you check it out if you want. Of course, like with all disclaimers said, you are supporting Davinci with that. The price can go up, the price can go down. Be prepared for all scenarios, obviously, if you are an educated investor. But Davinci, man, this is some massive proper design work. Congrats to you. Very nice.
Thank you. It took a while to get to this design, but yeah, we're really happy with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having this, and then look forward to by the end of this month. Before the end of this month, I have this fully website operation, and it will explain exactly what, in writing, what I'm planning to do with the token and what the advantages of owning this token will be. Oh,
yes. All right, so everyone, you will find the links in the pinned comment down below in the description. Check it out. We had Bitcoin so far, but obviously you also came for Ethereum, which went significantly above the $370 level, and you also came for DeFi altcoins, specifically here in this case, Yearn Finance. What the heck is going on with Yearn Finance? What the heck is going on with the first clone here, YFI 2? So maybe we can talk about these things after Ethereum a little bit, also because people are asking me left and right, is this going to 100,000 US dollars? Is it not? So yeah, let's talk about that later. Let's start with Ethereum. Davinci, what are your thoughts on Ethereum right now?
Well, as we said before in many episodes, that hey, we got to break this level, the 370. First off, we had to break the 361. We broke the 361. Had it flirted with like in between 361 and 371, but once we broke the 371, we should be clear sailing to the $400 level. It wasn't quite clear sailing, but we're getting there. Just taking its time, and that's fine. It will get up to close to the $400 level, and then we can decide what it's going to do. Because honestly, if we zoom out, here, let me just make this bigger. Right? If we zoom out, we got a problem here. This could turn into an M if we don't. If we start to roll over at the $400 level, probably we might spike up to the 61.8, which is the $419, and then that's the decision mode. That's the decision time. Because if we roll over and we break past lower than $308, you don't want to know where this thing's going after that.
Yes, for sure. But
do you want to know?
No, I don't want to know since I'm holding Ethereum, but I do want to know how high is the likelihood for this very bearish scenario. I think we need some macro factors to go bearish here. We need the stimulus bill not to come. We need the stock markets to be crashing and Bitcoin to be crashing. So a few things have to happen here to let this black swan event actually occur, right?
Yes, exactly. So I don't think that's going to happen, but as far as I can tell, but unfortunately, here's the thing. Normally, Ethereum does not do well going into Christmas time. That's just normal. That's normal for Ethereum. So, so be prepared for either side of the equation here. So if we go down to the 4 hour, yeah, we're oversold, and not the end of the world yet, right? We're probably just gonna have to pull back and just rest of it before we go hit the $400 level. But don't count on it. Don't count on that pullback because Ethereum likes to just I'm not gonna pull back and go higher.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Be careful of that, right? If you're trying to short this thing, then obviously don't short in front of don't get in front of a moving train. That's just insane.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, shorting Ethereum during these times when we just had a correction and when the DeFi hype seems not to be over, it is just suicide in my personal opinion. I'm just holding it in my cold wallet. I don't even like to trade Ethereum so much on leverage because it is extremely volatile. Trading Bitcoin on leverage is already can be already so rewarding. So thanks for this disclaimer, Davinci. Maybe one last short prediction here to wrap Ethereum up before we are going into Yearn Finance and the clone where everyone is basically talking about right now. Also, guys, don't forget, we have $522 completely for free for you. If you just scroll down to the pinned comment, you will find these links here. And by clicking the link for Bybit, Phemex, and Udex, the 3 exchanges I'm personally trading on, and you put in your email address and your password after 20 seconds each for each account. I am having accounts on all of these exchanges. You can, after an initial deposit of 0.2 Bitcoin, get up to $522 for free. At the 20x leverage, that's a $10,000 trade for free. At a 100x leverage, not recommended. It's a $50,000 trade for free. And the beauty about that is you can withdraw the profits from this free trade completely to your own address. This is the beauty about that, but I have to tell you, this is only for experienced traders. If you are not an experienced trader, please don't touch it. But if you are, take advantage of this best deal here on YouTube available in the pinned comment on top of the pinned comment section.
All right, so let's take a look at the short. Let's just let me just clear off some of the these drawings so that you guys don't get ADD and and get all confused and dazed. So if we were to draw like an AB equals CD, let's just see where we can, like for example, for this breakout of the W, right, to here. And then we could see another set of W's here. So we can do another AB equals, we could copy that, clone that, and then see if this is going to take us to the $400 level. And there it is, right there. So there. I mean, it's pretty much obvious. This is where around the 419, which is the 61.8 and the $400 levels. Yeah, we can see. And then this is a resistance area. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there it is. That's nice. Your stop. That's your target.
This is a scenario I would like to see, especially considering that we had a very strong bounce actually, and Bitcoin is also going higher. So let's see if we can hit this $414 for Ethereum. Going above the 400 alone would already be very, very important. So let's wait and see. Thank you so much for that, Davinci. But many people are texting me left and right about DeFi altcoins. And I think number one right now in terms of interest is YFI. It is Yearn Finance. And what the heck is going on here? Because it is at $40,000, even higher. And some people think it overtook Bitcoin. We will be talking about that. But first of all, I wanted to talk about the technicals here. Do you expect this thing to go higher? Do you expect these 100,000 US dollar price targets people like Arthur Hayes are calling right now, or what is your take on Yearn Finance, for example?
Okay, let's do a GAN. I know I've never done a GAN angle because it's really difficult to actually place a GAN square properly on a chart. Let's do one right about, yeah, so I think this would be the turn here. Yeah, so let's see, did I do that right? Yeah, but the point is, right, you can see again 45, it's on a 45-degree angle. I mean, not as bad as Ethereum was, which was on an 8 to 1 angle, right, from the jump off. But still, this is pretty heavy move, right, in general. And so, yeah, sure, markets love to come back to the 45 level, but this is just awful. Too quick. This is too far, too fast, and you could expect some sort of wreckage of a pullback, because we were up, what was this, up to $42,000?
Yeah.
Oh boy. And so expect a pullback. And you know what, honestly, if we're looking at this GAN square, we still have a little bit more room to go for this thing to go higher. Unfortunately, this might even go, because it's like, this is the speed bump area. We're not even in that speed bump. Are we in the squares? Where is the squares? Let's see here. This would be the next square right here. So we're trying to test the square. We're bouncing off the square, right? And so it might bounce off this square. If it breaks down, it's going to break down to the next angle level, and then but I don't think so. I think there's just too many people buying this. So this is where we'll see some sort of like traffic here when we get to any of the squares areas, right here, up here, or right here, or in the basically the speed bump areas, where we'll see some sort of traffic, and then you can reassess this. Honestly, this is just insane. Do not be buying up here. You could trade it though. You could trade it, no problems, right? If you want to trade this, I have no problems with that, but don't stay in this thing too long. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. It is extremely risky right now. Many people made a lot of profits, and we looked at some future price targets here of 4.8 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin. So it can go above 50,000, but just look out for the risk-return ratio you are getting on this one here, and maybe reconsider whether you get a better risk-return ratio on other DeFi altcoins which didn't pop yet, or which maybe also have some nice fundamentals in place. But yeah, so we had these price targets. It can still go to 5 Bitcoin approximately. That would be like 55,000 US dollars. But the downside is here much higher, especially looking at the OBV and like all these beautiful things you were pulling up. Maybe we can have a look on YFI 2 also, which always pumps after. So far after YFI pumped, I by myself, I made a small gamble here. I didn't make a video yesterday, so I couldn't announce it. I bought it at like 3,800 US dollars measured in US dollar here, and right now it's at 6,000 approximately. The only reason why I did that was because YFI pumped and YFI 2 didn't pump yet, and it already knocked out the all-time high, whereas YFI was still like at a 70-80% retracement. However, right now, Davinci, you are pointing out a head and shoulders pattern on the 1 hourly. So what is your prediction here for YFI 2 right now?
Yeah, so because of that head and shoulders pattern, that's pretty clear, and a fork at the top here, so not very good here, not very good at all. If we were to say, let's just say this is the body right here where it breaks down, you could say, you know, it's got a little bit of room to fall, right, all the way to 0.5 cent per Bitcoin. Now, I don't think that's the only thing it's going to go to, unfortunately. If we take a look and do a little bit of a fib, you can see that the 61.8 is probably, the breakout level, approximately close to the breakout level. So you'd want to say, okay, well, you know what, this thing really broke out at this level. If it's coming, if it really wants to go higher, it should bounce around the 61.8 or just above the breakout level, which is around 41, 0.41 sats.
Yeah.
I mean Bitcoin, sorry. And then so that's where I would set some buy orders if you really had confidence in this asset. Not sure if I would add this to my portfolio. I would have to wait and see when it comes down here. If I really feel like, okay, well, the what's it called? The indicators that's told me, you know what, this thing's going to turn around. Then I'll probably pick some up at the 61.8, and then hold it for a double.
But it is an interesting play sometimes. But everyone who is buying now, well, you might be liable to lose some of your capital in the short term. But also I wanted to mention YFI was listed on Coinbase Pro, which is, for me personally, was crazy to see. I mean, I didn't expect that. That was, by the way, the reason for this amazing pump of YFI. And now people are speculating about YFI 2 also being listed on Coinbase Pro. Who knows, guys? I just want to tell you, please don't put all your money into these things, because there will be the day whether YFI is going to $100,000, but there will be the day when it just dumps down to a 10,000, because we saw that it is backed by people locking up their funds into YFI, for example. But whenever a market correction comes, you saw that people were pulling out their money. So it's not like extremely sustainable if there are $2 billion locked up in value in YFI right now. In a week, it could be only 1 billion, 500 million, or 100 million, because the people having their money locked up in YFI, their hands are just as shaky as speculators' hands. So please be prepared for that to come for both scenarios. Yes, Davinci, do you have anything else to share?
Remember what the creator said, that I just did it and to do for yield farming, and yield farming is just about greed, basically.
Yes, exactly. And what the question is, the question no one is asking actually is, what happens when all the coins are farmed? Like, what utility is left? We have to ask these questions, if not right now, at a later point of time. But please, guys, try to be a little bit rational here in this bubble. I think this bubble still has some room towards the upside, but we have to ask these questions. We have to stay rational. Otherwise, you will be ending up like people who invested their life savings into ICOs in the end of 2017. And this is certainly not what the MMCrypto community wants to do. Davinci, as one last ending point, we had an amazing tweet we wanted to share. You actually brought it up, and it is for everyone who thinks, well, Peter Schiff is talking Bitcoin down, JP Morgan is talking Bitcoin down, the central banks are talking it down, who actually is in Bitcoin, what smart money is in Bitcoin, and if you want some confidence, well, we have a few billionaires listed here for you. Look at this, and Davinci, maybe you can bring it up. If you would pull the text and the areas of interest always towards the upper side of the screen so my face is not blocking it. Yes, this is perfect. Oops. So Davinci, the stage is yours now.
This guy who runs a restaurant in London, Ontario, in Canada. I used to actually live in London, Ontario. My ex-wife attended the school, Western University, so I spent most of my time there. He actually converted a lot of his cash. Right, he had a large cash position. So he had so much cash, he had to keep it in hefty bags. And so he decided, you know what, I'm going to put it in Bitcoin. And he tweeted that out quite a while ago, and that was a very famous tweet. And now he's tweeting about why everyone else should be purchasing Bitcoin. And here's an example. He goes on to talk about Jack Dorsey, right? What's his name? Paul Tudor Jones, right? He goes on to talk about the next fund manager named Maverick from Goldman, right? He talks about quite a few people, basically. Jeff Booth, right? Let's see here. Let's see this. The former. Let's see here. When billionaires Titan investor, what's his name?
Yeah, it's a very, very complicated name, but this is a good one, man. This is a multi-billionaire.
Yes, this guy is also one of the guys who supports Bitcoins, and he's buying Panther hedge fund manager, right? As well. And let's see here, Morgan Creek Capital Management, right? he goes on. Let's see here. Michael Saylor, CEO, publicity listed
yeah.
MicroStrategies. Oh yeah, remember MicroStrategies with the 250 million in Bitcoin? You know what? They're going to do an IPO. So that stock is just going to go moon boyish.
That was insane, man. That was amazing.
Exactly. When they list and Bitcoin's at an all-time high, that stock is going to go nuts.
Yeah, look at that balance sheet at that point of time, man. It will be insane.
Exactly. Also the Stefan. I always mess up this guy's name. Stefan. Do you know how to say his name?
Stefan T. Brodersen. Stick
no,
T. Brodersen.
He's the one who wrote.
Seyfedin Ammous.
Standard.
Seyfedin Ammous.
Ammous. Yeah, Stefan Ammous. There you go. Right, and of course, Mike. Everybody knows Mike Novogratz, right? In this Jewish space, right? so yeah. I mean, this is excellent. There's a huge list of people, and I'm sure he forgot quite a few more people, and he goes on to mention a few more. But there's a large list of people who are investing in Bitcoin, other than Peter Schiff.
Exactly. Maybe yes. I mean, for everyone who has some doubts left, if you really think that these billionaires are jumping into Bitcoin just to lose their money, if you really think that MicroStrategy puts their cash $250 million into Bitcoin just to lose it, well, you might reconsider it and you might think about it again, because these people are among the smartest people in the world. Otherwise, they wouldn't be where they are right now. So usually you want to follow the smart money and you don't want to follow the herd. You don't want to follow what a Forbes article is saying or what an investing.com article is saying. This is just my personal recommendation, and this is what I am doing. Thank you for bringing that up, Davinci. It was a very, very nice, interesting treat. Thank you everyone for watching until the very end, smashing up the like button, subscribing to our channel, leaving your favorite altcoins in the comment section down below. You saw we talked about altcoins, so if you leave your favorite altcoins right now in the comment section, it is a likely one to be picked up in the next episode. Thank you so much for that. And with that being said, Davinci, do you have any last words to share before we are wrapping it up for today?
Always play from a position of strength and don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye. 2, 1.
Sorry, one more thing. Need more light. There you go.
Okay, ready?
Yeah,
I can put this in the outtake because we had like 3 or 4 of these. All right, I'm starting. 3, 4, 2, 3, no. 5, 4, 3.
Learn how to count first.
5, 4. Okay, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today for the Bitcoin. Wait, am I recording? Yes. Now I'm starting. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today for the Bitcoin price with Davinci J15.